This is a lesson on the musical alphabet, one of the core building blocks of music. The first thing you need to know is that the musical alphabet goes from A to G and then repeats. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then A, B, C, etc., and so on. It helps to be comfortable with this, so a good thing to do right now is to pause this recording and start the musical alphabet on random letters. So if we wanted to start on B, you would go B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Or if you want to start on D, you would go D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And you can make sure you start anywhere in the musical alphabet and end back at that letter. C major is the simplest major scale. There are no sharps or flats, so you need to learn how to find C on a piano as well as on your guitar. On a piano, the easiest way to find C is look for there's a pair of black keys and there's 3 black keys, a pair of black keys and 3 black keys, and that repeats. So if you look for the pair of black keys, then go to the lowest white note. That's where C is going to be. Just put another C there. There we go. So if you use the musical alphabet and stay on the white keys only, you'll get C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It starts over again. So this is where A is. So before going on, you might want to pause here and practice going, what's this note? You can count yourself up. C, D, E, oh, that's F. Okay, so then what's this note right here? And you can count yourself up. C, D, E, F, that's G. Or what's this note right here? And you can count yourself up or back. C, B. The next skill is determining half steps or whole steps. A half step goes from note to note, so there's no skipping. So if you look over here, if I'm on C and I go this right to here, that would be a half step. Or if I'm on C and I go down to here, this would be a half step. There's no pitch in between the keys. So if I'm on F, so this is F, you can count yourself up, C, D, E, F. If I go up a half step, right there, if I go to here, this is another half step. Both those locations are half steps. A whole step skips a note. So if I'm on C and I go to here, I'm skipping this pitch. So this is a whole step. If I want, I'll use green. This is a half step. From C to here is a half step. From C to here, this is a whole step. That would be to D. So let's do this again. Let's go a different direction. Let's go to here. This is a whole step because you're skipping this pitch right here. From C to the green note to B, that would be a half step. From C to this red dot, that is a whole step. So anytime you're skipping, that's a whole step. So let's practice this for a second. Let's start on A, and let's go to here. Is that a half step or a whole step? You're skipping one note. That would be a whole step. If I went to here, there's no skips. I'm going note to note. This would be a half step. Let's try this again. Let's start on F. This is F, so A, G, F. If I went to here, this would be a half or a whole. The answer is half, because I'm not skipping. I'm going note to note. If I went from this F to here, this would be a whole step, because I'm skipping this note. All right, this is a little bit of a harder version. Oh. So if I go to the red dot, this is from F to this note. That's a whole step, because I'm skipping this note. From F to E, this is a half step. There's no note to skip. And you'll notice between E and F and between B and C is a half step. Again, between E and F and then B, and then there'd be the next C would be right here. B and C is where there are half steps. Accidentals, repeat after me, accidental, accidental. Accidentals are when you go higher or lower by a half step. So a sharp sign, this is the sharp sign, that is higher. And a flat sign is lower by a half step. So if I am on C, this would be C sharp right here. That's a long way to do that. That would be C sharp. A half step lower is actually letter B, so that doesn't work on C. Let's try with A. So if I'm on A and I go up to here, the green note, that would be A sharp. The blue note here, this would be A flat. So this would be the flat symbol, which looks like a lowercase b and is hard to draw on a computer. And the sharp sign looks like a hashtag, is the number sign. It's the sharp sign. So again, flat is a half step lower, sharp is a half step higher. So what I recommend is you quiz yourself. Take a second and quiz yourself. So if we're on D, here's D, go a half step higher. What is this note? That is D sharp. If we go a half step lower, that would be D flat. Quick review, between F and E, there's no accidental. So there is no F flat. That would just be simply being E. So if you go F a half step lower, you get letter E. If you go F a half step higher, you would be on F sharp. Same thing with C. C a half step lower is just a B. So there is no C flat. Ooh. There's no C flat, no C flat, or F flat. C flat is really a B, F flat would be an E. You're ready to move on from this video if you can say the musical alphabet starting on any letter. So go ahead and say it on F. That would be F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Can you find any pitch by its name? So let's get rid of all these. If I say find for me E. Now, the way to remember it is here's C, count up C, D, here would be E. If I would say find A, you could do it up or down. You could go C, D, E, F, G, A, or you could go C, B, A, go backwards to A. And the next level of that is can you find a note with an accidental? So can you find the note C sharp? So if you know where C is, you can know where C sharp is. Here's C, here's C sharp. How about D flat? Here's D, here's D flat. What I recommend doing is pausing this video while you're looking at the screen, find the following pitches right here, and if you have trouble doing that, rewind the video and practice some more.